In a devastating live explosion on GB News, Labour Councillor Martin Abrams dropped a bombshell that left studio guests reeling. After 20 years of loyal service, he tore up his membership in a fury of condemnation against Keir Starmer's failed leadership. He revealed the shocking truth. Starmer lied to get elected, purged the left, and has no plan to run the country. This is Labour's civil war exposed for all to see. A party in complete chaos while Britain suffers.
Before this, I want to say a big thank you to all our supporters who helped us reach our very first 1,000 subscribers. That achievement truly means a lot and inspires us to keep giving you our best. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do it now. Most people who watch our videos aren't actually subscribed. We know life gets busy, but subscribing is completely free and it really helps us grow. Our next goal is 3,000 subscribers, and with your support, we can get there even faster.
Joining us here in the studio to go through the stories that have caught their eyes are political commentator Emma Trimble and also Councillor Martin Abrams. Shall we start with this story in the Daily Mail about the Asda boss? The chairman of Asda has warned Rachel Reeves against more tax hikes in the upcoming budget because, as all supermarkets are saying, food inflation is up. Martin, Rachel Reeves under fire, but now from, very influential people as well.
Some big business leaders are obviously getting quite nervous with the chatter coming out of the Treasury, and understandably so. I don't think Rachel Reeves is up to the job, personally, and that's becoming ever clearer. There's rumours of a cabinet reshuffle next week. I don't think Rachel Reeves is going to be reshuffled out, but as this pressure increases on her as Chancellor, and CEOs of big businesses keep coming back to her about her policies and the policies from the Treasury, I think that pressure is ultimately going to increase significantly. I mean, let's be clear. Rachel Reeves has been delivered, a really bad hand from 15 years of Conservative government, OK? The austerity that the Conservatives implemented, kind of destroyed the social fabric of this country. So
can I just come back to that? Because let's be honest, they were when the Conservatives came in, that was after we'd had the subprime fiasco and the big sort of global markets and everything. So after that, and that was under a Labour government, so they then had put in place the austerity. So if we go further back, we start with
Well, if we go back to 2010 when David Cameron came in and George Osborne, the economic conditions then were some of the most ideal conditions for investment in this country. The cost of borrowing, borrowing was basically zero. David Cameron and George Osborne decided to pursue policies of austerity at a time when we should have been massively investing in our economy, and they decided not to.
But Emma, had we done that, we would be in an even worse situation now, because economists back then said money's cheap to borrow, but of course what they weren't bargaining on is the fact that inflation has come back and it's sent the cost of debt soaring again.
Yeah, well, I think, economics is an art more than it is a science, and so things are difficult to predict in the long term. We can go back and look in hindsight however many years back that we want to go, but the reality is that this government are just not responsible. I don't trust them with the economy. They are bleeding this country dry. I think it's only going to get worse. And what's interesting is that we've seen people now coming out and criticising the government that you might not expect. I mean, this case of the Asda boss is one example of that. But of course, there's another story that's in the news today is this whole saga over Angela Rayner and her second house. Kirsty Allsop was one of the people who's come out and criticised her for that, and Labour for increasing taxes for everyone else, but people like Angela Rayner seemingly wanting to dodge paying her own.
To be fair, she hasn't dodged anything, really.
It's just speculation.
She has used, it's more avoidance, isn't it? She's used the way, the rules to suit how she should behave. But I think there is a moral, there's a moral element to this.
I think the point that I'm trying to make, though, is that people are seeing that this government are bleeding the country dry. And I think more and more people, unexpected people in high-profile positions, are themselves starting to get sick of this and are starting to express their concern.
Well, the Asda boss was a big Labour supporter, as were you, though, weren't you? Didn't you resign from the Labour Party only the other day?
Well, it is quite a poignant day for me, Nana, because after best part of 20 years membership of the Labour Party, I decided to resign from the Labour Party yesterday. So it's a new dawn for me, waking up this morning as an independent councillor for Lambeth. I mean, the reasons are manifold. I mean,
What's the biggest reason?
I have been critical of Keir Starmer since he was elected Labour Party leader 5 years ago. He was elected on a manifesto on 10 pledges that basically were continuity Corbynism. He lied to the Labour Party membership to get elected as Labour Party leader. And as soon as he did that, my hackles were up. And I've been warning against Keir Starmer ever since
When you say he
that
lied,
point.
what specifically do you mean?
Well, he had a manifesto of 10 pledges that were about implementing wealth taxes, for example, renationalising things like water, electricity, having a humane migrant rights policy. He has reneged on every single one of those pledges, and since he's been leader of the Labour Party, all he's really done is attacked the left of the Labour Party. They spent 5 years basically purging, expelling, attacking the left of the Labour Party rather than planning for government. The reason that Morgan McSweeney, who is Keir Starmer's Chief of Staff, did that because they never expected Keir Starmer to become Prime Minister. He was meant to be a caretaker leader whilst they essentially purged the left from the Labour Party, rebuilt the Labour Party in their image after Jeremy Corbyn, and then they would elect a new leader after Starmer lost the election, someone like Wes Streeting, straight to come in. But if you mould yourself as a Labour leader that is going to implement essentially democratic socialist policies, which the Labour Party was born out of, let's not forget that. I know Keir Starmer has changed it beyond recognition, but the Labour Party is meant to be a democratic socialist party that stands up for workers, the working class.
What would you say about Angela Rayner then? Because, she appears to have avoided paying the largest portion of the stamp duty. Would you say, because she's supposed to be a big socialist, that is...
I mean, listen, I'm from Ashton-under-Lyne. I'm from where Angela Rayner is from as well. So I do have a bit of a soft spot for Angela Rayner. She's smashed through so many glass ceilings, and I think that's what a lot of people don't really like. She is a working-class lady that has smashed through glass ceilings to become the Deputy Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. That needs to be recognised. But for us on the left of the Labour Party, Angela Rayner has burnt so many bridges, because in order to get there, she has had to basically walk over quite a lot of people as well. I do not agree that she is under constant attack and scrutiny, way more than probably any other female politician.
Oh, you mean female?
Well, apart from Diane Abbott, I must say, because she is under, constant attacks, but there's a racial element to that. Angela Rayner is under constant attacks because, in my view, the political class and the political establishment do not want working class people to elevate themselves to those positions.
There's a racial element to the attacks to Diane Abbott.